Hello, beautiful souls. I am Valeria Maritza at Healing Through You. I am an infinite being of light, and so are you. Oh my goodness, guys, I have been out for several weeks. And what I mean by that is I haven't been channeling and posting the messages because I was called to take a break and I didn't know how to do it, how to handle it, what to do about it. And so it just stopped. So now I'm back. Um, I was walking my dog this morning and I saw this bright white yellow light above my left eyebrow, and I looked up and I see brightness and like, what is that? I come back and I still sense the presence. It felt like the divine coming and saying, hey, we're here, let's go, it's time to send the messages and continue the work that I have been doing. I know if you feel this is weird, or if this is like too woo woo, or it's like fake or whatever it is, this is not the podcast for you because this is what I do. I just sense and the different energies that are coming to me to transmit through me, and then transmit the message. So that's what I do. If you're new to my podcast, I'm Valeria Maritza. I started about 3.5, no, 4 years ago. I think I started my podcast about two, and I just started by like setting it up and starting to talk. And none of my podcasts, except for the ones where I do interviews with somebody else, are edited. They are all just straight out, whatever's coming through, whatever's flowing through. You get exactly what I am receiving in the moment at the time. And so I feel it's very genuine, it's very helpful to me. The messages that come through are definitely not mine, perhaps my higher self, but not me, like the human me. And they're just so incredibly wise. Like I'm in awe of them when I finish, and I'm like, wow, did I just say that? Did that just happen? So yeah, just wanted to give you a little bit of that and give you a mini introduction again about me, because I'm having some new people here. You may not know me, and I wanted to catch you up on what this is all about. So anyway, just channeling the energies that just really here present for me right now. And the strong message that's coming through is love. Yeah, I know, cheesy. That's not how it might be, or feel like, oh, there we go again, talking about love. But it is essential that this is something that, as a collective, we understand that it's not just a word, and it's not just a cheesy saying, and it's not just something to say. It is actually the feeling of true unconditional love that most of us have not really felt or experienced as a human. And this is why the world has taken all of these different takes of like, it's just a word, or it's cheesy, or it's just a saying, or there we go again, and it's love and light again. And what does that even mean? It's because we don't actually understand it within us. So anyone who has really been doing the work, people who have had like near death experiences, who have seen and felt that unconditional love of the oneness of the divine, of everything being together, these are the light workers who are working and spreading this message as to what it is. I'm going to give you a couple of examples. If anyone has talked about or experienced a session with a medium and connecting with one of your past loved ones, and when you just know that that spirit, that essence of the person who crossed over is actually there communicating through the medium to deliver a message to you, and then all of a sudden you melt into this immense feeling of wanting to cry. And a lot of people take this as a misconception of like, oh, they're crying because they miss the person who has crossed over. And yes, that is true, but that is not the reason that people break down and cry. The reason is that once they actually, in that moment, feel and know 100% beyond any any well, how do you say this, beyond any doubts, that isn't that is the person, that is not made up, that is not, just a fluke or anything. When you know the person is there actually communicating, what you begin to feel instantly is that pure, unconditional, infinite love from the other side. And that infinite love just completely engulfs your body. And you feel that complete true love for the first time. Or maybe it's not the first time, but it's that moment of like, I'm completely seen, I'm completely loved, I am in this moment. And that is why most people break down crying, because it is that immense, beautiful feeling of feeling and understanding what love actually is, what that true love is. You see unconditional love like that also in animals, right? You have an animal comes over to you and is in those eyes, they love you no matter what you do. You see it in a baby, right? When you just like drop everything and go because you're taking care of this baby, and you just see and feel the unconditional love for that baby, for that beautiful innocent essence of a human that was just born. Or sometimes it's with plants, you have that connection with Mother Earth, and you have that feeling of complete sense of love and awe. That is the moment that you actually feel true unconditional love. It's a little bit more difficult to find it in humans because we get in our own way. It's not that it's not there, and there's many people who have experienced unconditional true love from their partners or from someone that they love, a friend, or even a family member. But it is not the common thing. As much as we would like it to be, a lot of us feel like, oh, I love that person so much, but is it the true unconditional love like the one that we have for, let's say, our baby when he's born, right? It's like that. I give everything for this baby. And when you have an adult partner, as much as you might be in love with them and vice versa, if there's something that bothers you about them, that you're not able to see them in the light of love and light in every situation, then at that moment you are disconnected from that pure unconditional love. Does that make sense? Yes, we're human, so of course we're going to get upset, and of course we're going to get triggered, and of course we're going to lash out at some times, even with those that we love. It happens to me all the time because I'm human and I'm navigating this life as well. um, but it is the times that you feel like that's bothering me, those are the times we're disconnected, and the times that you're like in complete love, complete awe, without that resentment, right? So you have to be really careful. There's like times where you're like involved with someone and you're really receiving them, and you want to do something and they want to do something else, and one of the other gives in to the other's wishes. For what? Because of the love, because they don't want to create trouble, because they just want to go along and just have fun, but they're letting go of themselves, the part that they wanted to see. Then that's a disconnect. That is not pure true love. Pure true love is when you're able to come to a decision that makes both parties full of joy, without any resentment, without feeling like I had to give something out, without feeling like I gave in to that person for whatever reason, right? That we did. That is the moment of pure love, when you're like, hey, let's go get ice cream. Yeah, let's do it, right? Like with kids, right? When kids are playing and they're like, let's do this. Yeah, let's do it, right? And the opposite is when a kid says let's do this and he was like no, let's do that, and then they start fighting, right? But it's when the kids are like all in that essence, in that moment of just doing the things and having fun, and it doesn't matter what it is, and they're all enjoying and feeling that sense of being in that moment. That is the true unconditional love. And here's the part that you may not have seen coming, because I didn't see it coming, it's just coming in right now. It is the unconditional true love that us have for the self. Is this self love? I am engaging in something or with someone that makes me feel the highest frequency of joy. I am having the most fun while I am talking to this person, doing things with this person, going somewhere with this person, or doing things by myself, engaging in painting, engaging in going for walks by myself, engaging in playing with dogs, whatever it is your thing that you're really in the moment enjoying. That is when you are in that pure sense of pure unconditional self love, because you're allowing yourself to immerse yourself in something that brings you complete 100% joy to you, yourself. And when you find other people to do it with, that is even better. You amplify that high frequency energy. But when you're doing this on your own for yourself, right? You're in that moment of feeling who you are, who you truly are, and that feeling of complete joy when you're not doubting yourself. Like an example of doubting yourself, you see a cake and you're like, oh my gosh, that looks amazing, it's delicious, I want to have it. You can't have it, you put some in your mouth, and immediately you start judging yourself. I shouldn't be having this is not good food. It's going to make me fat, whatever goes along in your mind about eating something that is not as healthy as, let's say, broccoli. And you have that self judgment. So, what happens in that moment is that you're not, even though you're enjoying the cake or whatever it is that you chose to have, you are not in alignment of pure fun, joy, and of loving yourself. When you are able to enjoy and say, yeah, I want to do that, and you have fun and you're in the middle of it and you're in that moment and you are not thinking of what this piece of cake is going to do to your body, if it's going to do anything negative at all, then you're able to let go and be in that place of complete joy. It has to be pure, right? So, gathering in this all back, everything is about love. It's about loving yourself, being in that energy of love, doing the things that you love, feeling yourself love, and loving others and other things with pure unconditional love, which is without judgment, right? Everything just is. You just love, you just give, you just want to be there and being in that moment. And when you are loving yourself, sending yourself that love energy and being happy, joyful in that moment, that is all you need. That is all you need to know. That is all you need to continue to do. When you engage in something that brings you pure, unconditional love in the moment without any drop of judgment, like here I am at a pool, enjoying the water, enjoying the sun, enjoying the beautiful landscape around it. And I'm thinking, I should be working. No, that's not being in the moment. That's not feeling self love. That's not loving yourself in that moment. You are judging yourself for not doing something else that your ego is telling you to do. But if you're able to just be there in that moment and just breathe, and you can begin doing this if you're not used to doing this or engaging in this or realizing that you do this on your own, you can begin doing this just like 5 minutes a day. It could be your cup of coffee in the morning, that you just take your coffee and you go in a place. Maybe it's your porch. We just had a, what do you call that, a deck put on in the backyard, and my husband loves going there and having his coffee and looking at the nature, right? He just really enjoys it, and it's 5 minutes, but he's in the moment there, right? He is enjoying that moment, enjoying this place that he's able to go there and sit there and experience the birds and the sky and the plants around it, right? So that's the thing. If you're not used to giving yourself or having that sense of love for me, of enjoying this moment without any guilt, then begin with that. Begin with one little thing that you can do for yourself now. Let's say you don't have an outdoor place, so that's not what you enjoy, right? Whatever it is, maybe you want to take a nice warm shower and you just want to stand there. You just want to stand there and allow the beautiful warm water to just run on your body and just feel and receive that feeling of that of how it feels to be engulfed in this beautiful water. And you just stand there. Just stand there without actually washing, without doing anything else, without engaging in, using soap or shampoo or whatever else. You just stand there. Maybe that's what you do. Maybe it's not 5 minutes, maybe it's 3 minutes, right? If you're a busy mom with kids who are knocking at your door when you're going in the toilet, which, if you're a mom, you have experienced this, I'm pretty sure. um, and you don't have a moment to yourself, start with that. Start with taking a few moments intentionally of, I am going to stand here and enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy it, whether it's 3 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever it is that you can gather for yourself at that moment. Love yourself and enjoy it. Feel that joy within without the guilt. Be present. And here's the formula. I heard this from Bashar, which is an energy that is channeled by Daryl. I forgot his last name. I'm sorry, but if you Google Bashar, you can find him. Um, and the formula that Bashar gives is, find something that brings you joy, stay in that thing that you're doing that brings you joy for as long as it continues to give you joy. And when it stops to give you joy, stop doing it and change to something else that you find brings you the most joy at that moment. So, whatever it is that you're doing right now, figure out what will bring you the most joy that you can do right now, this moment. In this moment, right now, what brings you the most joy, and do that. Engage in that, feel into that, allow yourself to receive that joy. Stay there as long as you can. And when that ends, fine, what else can I do? And you might be saying, well, I'm at work. I'm at work and I have to sit here in this office in front of this computer. Okay, maybe you can have some background music that brings you joy while you're doing the work. Maybe you can massage your foot or something. Okay, I know that sounds funny, but I love massaging my feet. I'm doing that all the time. And so that brings me joy. Maybe you can touch or pet an animal that you may have there, right? It depends. Or maybe you're staring or looking at a picture of someone you love for a couple of seconds in between what your work, right? Find something that brings you the most joy so that you may connect with your highest frequency, and then try to do this all day long, every day, all week long, every month. And you will see how your life begins to change for the better as you begin to tune more into you, the true you, which is pure love and joy. And you will begin to be carried and guided through your guides, by your guides, so that your life can flow easier and you can be guided into the paths that you have a choice to take that will bring you the most joy and love in the future as well. So that is the message for today. I hope you really enjoyed it. So excited to be back. And yeah, that's it. I have a wonderful interview. I wanted to let you know with the wonderful Kylie Caldwell. She is a genius at shadow work, and I have not been able to finish editing that episode, but as soon as that happens, I will let you know, and that will come out. It is a great episode for you to have a listen and get to learn more about shadow work and what that is. And other things, I am so excited, and I wanted to tell you that I have been working with my healing business, helping other people empower them and transform them into their higher potential in the moment. And after doing this for several years, I realized, through the help of my mentor, of course, because we can never see these things on our own when we're in it without the help of an external somebody who sees you and can point these things out to you, that what I'm actually doing is activating people into opening up to their own psychic gifts or intuitive gifts, and activating them into owning and being able to use their own gifts. And this has happened to me with every single client that I have had. I have had clients that have come to me with like no experience and have completely blossomed into their own psychic gifts, animal communicating, mediumship. Their psychic abilities are heightened. They're able to make the connections. It's just incredible, right? The shamanism, everything comes out for them. And then I have also had many more clients who are already connected, who are already doing the work. You know, some of them are like tarot readers, some of them are psychic healers, some people are energy healers, like I am, like all kinds of things. And what happens when they're in my presence, working with me in a long time, in a long term container, is that their gifts amplify, they become stronger, clearer, and they also begin to open up other gifts that they were not aware of. And so I discovered this through my mentor, that this is what I'm actually doing. And I'm so excited to bring to you a wonderful program to help you do just that. If you're looking to, like, okay, I wish I could do that, I don't know what it is, or I'm feeling things and I want to know how to use them, and I want to know, like, what am I going to do with this, and can I use them to help other people, and how do I go about that, then reach out and let me know, because I have two programs. I have a one-on-one program that's called Activated. I am so excited about that. It is a 4-month program that I see you almost every single week. And you have the mentoring, the you have homework, you have all meditations, all kinds of things. And then I have another one that's going to be a group one. It's going to be a small group, but it's going to be pretty much um, the same type of work that we do, but it's in a group setting. So instead of having that full hour for yourself, you split the hour with 3 other people. And but you'll also get to create that community with the other people. So it's they're both amazing spaces to be. And um, if you are feeling the pull to open up to yourself, to your own psychic abilities, to your own intuition, to your own knowing, in a way that you can really trust it and know what it is and do something with it, then reach out to me, because I am so excited to for me to get clarity on this. This is one of the reasons that I stopped channeling and doing channeling and sharing, I should say, and posting more things through this summer, is because I was getting myself together into, like, hey, what is this? And I needed that pause, I needed that amazing pause to be able to find what it is that I was doing. Anyway, with that, I am going to let you go. Thank you so much for being here again. Please follow and review this podcast if you haven't already. Share with other people so that more people can find it. I love you so much, and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.